You look good, you have all of the something there about you. Yes, goodie!
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm sorry, you did say that?
Hi guys,
Yeah,
welcome back. No, me up on a brief, girl.
We're organized here. We do a brief every week. Welcome back to another episode of the Goodgal Podcast.
Thank you for having me,
It's nice to have you. Introduce yourself.
Jodianne.
Wow.
How are you
I'm
doing?
Natasha.
Who?
I don't know. I just felt Natasha-ish.
Yeah, but like, you know when it did young is everybody used to have like a British accent. At one point, them do like a British accent for like a day or so. Didn't you?
No. What was my accent? I don't think I never went through the accent phase. I went through all the other phases though. Don't worry. I probably went through phases you didn't go through.
I'm sure.
Yep. I was a very colorful child.
Rainbow.
Yeah, I was very colorful. You know?
How are you doing?
I'm tired. No man. Them hold me and ring me out like water rag this week.
You know, there's usually a time when they really make you work for that money.
No man.
That do?
No, they're always no. You see, my place is like they always make me work for the money, you know.
Mm.
Don't get it twisted. You see this week, them say, so you girl, you're
Every
young,
cent.
you're able. So me?
But are you willing?
Are you willing? But no man, the corporate life a rough man. I mean, I said, wow. But then I don't know how I ended up like my whole timeline. Let me tell you something. This is gonna be a preachy moment. Like whenever you're going through something or something, you know a breakthrough here. Like I submitted from a timeline, I say all of the girls in that way. Like I'm just say, wow, these girls are just living. They just live good life.
Oh, supposedly.
And you just don't know. But guess what? Because you're so stressed, your mind is like, wow, I wanna be like you.
Maybe. Question mark.
Maybe not. But no, I came back to my senses for sure that I only want to be like me. But boy, it took me a while. This week was a week. Oh man, this week was a week. If I was gonna look for a sugar daddy, it was this week.
Really?
Yeah man, the weekend is rough. How are you?
I'm alright. Older?
Older, yes.
I don't know if I'm wise though.
Yes, you celebrated a birthday this week.
Yeah.
You're a Gemini.
I am.
You're the only Gemini I like.
Really?
Your mother's a Gemini. Can't stand her.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Mom.
A joke. I love you. But no, that's good. How was your birthday?
It was good. It was good. Did you know that when people like when I said like, oh, you know, it's the birthday was you're a Gemini, and I'm just like, what that mean? Like I always, you're a Gemini, and I'm just like, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. I just think it's a thing you grow up hearing. Because I don't really, let me tell you, I used to subscribe to it.
Right.
But I don't really subscribe to it anymore because I feel like, especially with me growing in my faith, I just don't think it's biblically correct. Like it just doesn't make sense biblically, but from a biblical standpoint. But I just feel like it's just something to say.
But I always wonder, like, are you judging me? Like, are you thinking, wow, yeah, you're a Gemini for true?
Like, honestly, I don't know a lot of people who like Geminis. So, to be honest with you, I feel like it's a sign that people are like, ew.
Really?
Yeah, Geminis and Scorpios. I always feel like people are like, ew.
Scorpio what?
November. Wicked man them. Diddy. Drake.
Diddy K. Sorry. You think so?
He's gay or K?
Gay.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I was like, K, like the Chinese K?
No, I'm saying in my item sexuality, no.
Wow.
In my item sexuality.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
I feel like after a while when you have so much sex, you have to try new things.
Tell me more.
The man they rich from the 90s, you know? Just imagine, the man they're supposed to have 20 girls.
Just line up.
In our room.
Like,
just,
have
every type of sex.
Right? Coming to America, vibes.
Yeah, them man they have every type of sex. So them supposed to work. That's why you have to find somebody who is like satisfied with everything or just like comfortable. But I think when you have so much ambition, like you, because even like he's so rich now, I don't think he's like a content person. Like I'm always trying to do new things. New liquor brands, new whatever, and I like him comfortable. I just sit down with him well.
Him just.
I feel like when you're
bored, you get bored.
Yeah,
Cardi B the tweeted one day she said being rich is boring, being wealthy is boring, or something along those lines. Of, girl, I have so much money. Where am I going to know? But actually, I can understand that mindset though because you can buy anything and any lifestyle you want.
I can see the mindset. I don't understand it.
Oh well, no, sorry.
If me rich,
no, but the different type of rich in my G.
No, but you stop see me.
No, but if you're comfortable, you stop see me. Matter about them people that are rich, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, you can literally buy or do anything that you think of right now. There's no Why? Let me work towards. I don't know. There's a less.
But then like Diddy and Cardi B different because it's like I'm not sure if Cardi B, I heard that she and Offset bought a lot of properties, but I don't know if there's like sustainable wealth. I don't know. But anyway, we went off on a tangent.
Sorry. We just want to be. We don't want to be bored with the money. So
I want to be bored. I really want to be bored. More rich till I'm bored. More rich till I can do bored. Rich till I can do things like just I want AI like Elon Musk. Just decide one day I wanted AI.
I'm not different, somebody.
Anyways, this week's goodie of the week. Jumping right in.
The goodie of the week.
This week's goodie of the week is put on my phone.
We can tell people what happened the last time.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So we recorded this episode last week, and it never have no sound. When we check about the something, no sound. So after do this again, but we still have the passion in my heart for Uno. So even if it look a bit late, this is why.
As a disclaimer, sorry. Breaking news.
The people who did not stand in the line at Krispy Kreme, you guys are the true goodies of the week on these Jamaican heroes. Because Uno who did out there from 3 o'clock in the morning, Uno sick my stomach. Oh no, sick my stomach.
It's a... I never know say what they like donuts.
Oh, they don't even like, alright. Y'all don't even like donuts. I said this on my TikTok story. Y'all don't even like donuts.
Them not like donuts.
When they use a prestige stone donut, them stone dog. Sometimes
them not like
donut.
Them not like donuts.
Like that.
Donuts.
You don't go foreigners.
We like ice cream. We like KFC.
No, but to me, you guys don't go abroad and go abroad and say the first thing I said, maybe some of them can
but like
for breakfast are like
them go. When we realize that people like East Jamaicans, we love newness. When we realize that we see so much people from Starbucks. No, it is empty. Right now, pass it. Right. No.
Somebody tweets and say, where the people are?
And then they're not.
Them they're the bank.
Somebody else retweet and say them they're the Dr. Kai too sweet.
No man,
it's sweet.
No, I had this place where I work. This place bought some and I was reselling them.
I'm sorry.
Just man. Yeah, that's all it though. Yeah, man. I buy it and I resell it, and I'm gonna say all right because my
BFFR.
No, my lovely friend Kimina tell me say she said she drink her whole bottle of water.
It's so weird.
I try one box.
I saw you're going on the different flavors. I saw it get sweeter.
I feel like I find it not so sweet. So
I've never had Krispy Kreme.
I always had Dunkin' Donuts. I've never had Krispy Kreme.
But I'm not a donut.
I'm not a donut person. If I end up you know what's funny? I feel like I go Dunkin' Donuts and I never yet buy donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
It's only when somebody else buy donuts because they have breakfast stuff, right? So I go there. Right. It's only when somebody buy donuts and I take one or whatever also what they have. That's when I do it. But yeah,
this place I sell donuts and coffee, you know.
That's what you're selling?
Yeah, man, a Krispy Kreme attack.
That's all they sell?
Absolutely.
Donuts and coffee?
No. Donuts and coffee. And the coffee tastes bad. Them say you can look on it and tell like you can look on the coffee there.
Mountain coffee. Why would
but you can look on the coffee in the cup and say it don't taste good.
No, but we're Jamaicans. We have blue. What the best coffee in the world?
We do.
Like
that Jablum hits different, man.
Jablum hit like the Blue Mountain have the coffee them up there.
And to be but maybe I can say something about the Starbucks company around the place I know. But I will refrain from saying.
No, but it's not that, Let me tell you what I don't understand, right? There's a whole level of this in because I've been holding this in, right? Because you people on a wake up, that means first of all, someone on a bed. On a wake up 2 o'clock.
That's so unsafe.
It's so unsafe.
Them unserious other people though.
Taxi.
Wow.
And first of all, I'm not telling a lie.
Taxi.
No. Someone take you gotta take taxi 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Them go parties and take taxi 2-3 o'clock. What the difference?
That's not.
Them a get something. Them a wait for the donut. Them.
No. My point is, and first of all, when I became uptown people, me eat the most. Because the boy where we hear them come from Mobile.
No, it's not Mobile. It's some kind of.
You trod through the hills and valleys for coming. Somebody out overnight or pay one.
He never catch because him go straight to the Krispy Kreme.
So wait them.
I don't know.
Hey, I say, when you watch a video and the people them say, no, I'm inside the video here.
3, 2, 1. 5:34 a.m. this morning.
Property manager for sure.
I've been here since 4:25. I've been here from 4:40.
Been here since 8. Been here since 4:20, around that time.
The lady said, I'm here from 3 o'clock in the morning. Girl.
I must see the people them with
And
them
who
good
can't
beach chair to sit down. I must say, wow, this
I
serious.
what is that experience? I'm jumping at your head.
Stop the foolishness, start the ramping.
It's if my car,
Experience?
the people who are defending about is that experience. Someone said, if my, first of all, the protest for
Wow.
the Daniel room,
Oh God.
empty. Empty. I don't know, yeah, Chris Baker, me 800 people, me ear to
Them
know.
should have the outer
Me
emancipation.
ear to know.
Park
First of all,
protest,
if
you
somebody
know.
calling and say, come at church. When I can't, it's too early. 7 o'clock for church too early. 8 o'clock for church too early.
Yeah, go in, pandemic, my G.
When I start up in a salvation line, so because
They will be there.
no man, them wicked
On them island.
evil, would embarrass we. Because
But-
first of all, would make we look like we're frightened for things.
We are. We are.
We are.
We are.
We weren't like that though. We were never like that.
I think it's globalization.
it is globalization.
But I mean, we can't help that.
Me don't
I saw
know
the people
about-
that miss but I will commend the Krispy Kreme team because they made the people them think standing up outline. Like all the visa line. Remember people used to come
12
from
plain dollars a
country.
month.
Remember people used to come from country for get visa and we need them visa from outer sitting there from how long in hours before dark. Before morning light, for them visa line.
No, but
So they're
visa,
making-
visa actually makes sense.
But I'm
because-
telling you, Krispy Kreme team have made people believe it is just as important as a visa.
True, you're right.
And that for me is astounding.
Boop chop. Brr.
I saw that the people them say no, not today. I saw them stay in Ireland. Because you must get something. How what you get? Because it's only the first how much get something, don't? Or
First.
everybody in the line get something.
No,
That's what I go.
the first 100 or something.
Get
like
what?
that.
6?
Martina made like 12 donuts a month or something like that.
No, I not everybody get that.
Oh, and the golden ticket boy.
No, I just
when you
like
walk
the
on the
top
chocolate
3
factory.
get them something there. I'm not saying everybody get they don't have so much to spare. I think everybody may have gotten maybe like a dozen or 6.
Okay.
Ooh, diabetes free of cost.
Well, I wish
Talking
you would have
about warm time now.
No, but it's not
Jamaica
that.
moves, man.
No, but no, but who accepted this? Which even the minister? I don't want somebody to tell me. Out of all of those
Guys,
food
let's not
places,
wait. Hold on. Do you know who owns Krispy Kreme?
who?
Richard Lake.
Oh, okay.
So
know
thank
what?
you. You can't leave a conversation here.
Let's-
Let's where it
You're
stops.
right.
Thank you, baby.
You're right.
All right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. when you're
Shut up,
coming
yeah.
with someone.
Bye. Mm-hmm.
Look at-
Because
No,
I'm
but seriously, but no, seriously, there is also like for a country that has hypertension and all of these things, it's weird that you bring in so much like.
and I'm a cut the
sweets.
sugar in high schools, but here we
But
are.
here we are. Donut. Anyways,
Krispy, it's sweet for you. Me not lie to you. No. Me, I wonder if they're going to change the formula eventually. Because I don't even know how to compare it. Like, they say, boy, so the sweeter than, because like the little cinnamon over there, sweet enough for true.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. You can't eat that in
Yeah,
a
but
one
then the
sitting,
US, But then the US is known for like sweets and stuff, but they have
I mean,
a
I
lot of
guess.
obesity problems.
Yeah,
and all
man,
of
them
that.
have a problem.
We don't have a problem there.
Whatever.
We have a
Frightened
hypertension
problem.
like a frying and
We have
oil.
a frightened problem.
Oh, frightened. I thought you said frying.
Frightened.
Oh, God.
And me never take a journal line. Me, anytime, the 2 times I eat the Krispy Kreme, people bring it come. Me.
Girl, me tell you
Crazy,
say,
crazy.
I don't want wholesome.
The only line I got
Them
journal for the
have them
Wendy's.
myself.
I have a new Wendy's. Come on, try that.
No, it's spicy, you know.
No, me, I love spice.
No man, that new Wendy's sandwich.
No,
there,
me, I'm
the
not gonna order
sauce
it.
nice, so it's like you want to eat it. But me say, as me take a bite of someone, I'm the frosty. It's spicy bad.
I
No,
want
man,
to try it.
spicy
I want
bad.
to try
One of
it.
the spiciest sandwich me eating in a long
I
time.
want to try it.
No
You said the
joke.
KFC one not taste good. Huh?
Let me hear too. Me said sloppy and saggy. KFC sponsor me.
Them launched same time though. You think it was on purpose?
Huh?
You think they knew they were launching the same time?
Yeah, but KFC not have it. Them not win.
Obviously not.
Yeah,
but
because
I
everybody
mean,
said the Wendy's don't taste good, but like
mm,
outside of like outside of
we should try both
I feel like
and
you
then
should
give
try
it a fair chance.
I don't know. The Wendy's one nice, but it's spicy. Like it's spicy. If you love
But when
spicy,
they sandwich them never miss it.
never
Like for
miss it,
true.
facts.
Even though I'm tastic, I go forward every December me and it.
Yo, moving on. Jumping into our hot topics.
Hot topics.
Let me put it up.
So this week's hot topic is the emotional effects of infidelity, right? So this comes from, relationship coach. Hold on there, let me find the video.
Wait, he was a relationship coach?
Girl, you don't know Derek Jackson?
Yeah, but I didn't know he was a relationship coach.
Yeah.
Or he was a pastor. What was he?
No, man, he was a relationship coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
was a huge relationship coach, right? And he used to always, first of all, I was one of the ones, I'm not even gonna lie, I can't do it myself. I was one of the ones who drank the Kool-Aid. So like when he would post a video of them because he would say things.
You knew him.
Oh yeah, girl, let me show you what I'm video them. If you don't know, alright, let me show you what I'm video them if you don't know who Derek Jackson is.
Mm-hmm. Show the people.
Nah, sis, you're not crazy. Don't let that man convince you that you are either. You just peep game. You just peep the inconsistency, the lies, the way that his words and actions wasn't matching. A man is going to call you crazy when he wants to leverage your emotional investment into him as a way to keep you blind to the disrespect he's been showing you. It's up.
So basically, he was one of those, right? He was one of those where
I have a little nugget to say, wow,
say he's a good man. He's a good man, survivor. He's a good man. You understand? But he was not a good man, right? So it was more like you thought that he was actually like very, serious about his wife and all of that. He was serious about the bone. So
what if him saying was just giving multiple relationship advice? Like,
no. How he was no. If you watch all of his videos, how he was presenting himself was like, no man, they're presenting.
No, what
like
I mean. What if he's saying, no, I'm just giving her one-on-one coaching. I wasn't having sex with her.
No, anyways, I could play the wife audio because you love play devil's advocate. Defender of
Me.
So this is what she said.
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple posts on my page where I have a post that says, I knew her body better than I knew my own.
Stop. Let that sit there. You said you knew another woman's body better than you knew your own.
Yes, several women. I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. And I spent a lot of time, like I went in such a deep hole where I was like studying these women. I would go to their profiles and I would study their pages and like what they wear. I knew when they had met up. So I watched their videos of them having sex. So I would try to imitate that and recreate that in our relationships so that he could choose me and want me. And
so that's what sparked our discussion. So those videos so that's who he was and that is what his wife said. And there was a whole scandal with them that broke about and she was defending him.
I remember right with the what do you call it?
Something with
helmet of foundation. Yeah, so black people stay bad. Why was so unserious?
Let me tell you why, right? So now it's like when I hear this, when I actually watched the interview, I felt really bad for her because it's just like
you could see that she was brainwashed.
Actually going through trauma and she was brainwashed, and like all of us can relate to being in that situation. It's just the level she took it. She took it to like probably a further level.
She took it to court level.
Yeah, it's not just court level, but it's more like. Because I think as well, when you don't have a support system and somebody comes in and is that for you.
Yeah, in knight in shining armor.
Like, it's just like you want to kind of like, oh my God.
This is the best thing ever.
This is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
You're so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know. So I feel like so with her saying that, it's like, even she said, a new woman's body is better than I knew my own.
I don't know that. When she said, "Oh, she watched them have sex and recreate," and I said, "Wow, that's crazy, my G." Sister wives, what were you doing?
No, but it's not that because it's like, all right, when you get cheated on, I've been there. Like, if I get cheated on, like, you kind of want. It's not that you're even watching the girl. Like, people don't like to admit it, but I'll admit it. In terms of when you get cheated on and you find out about who the person is, you start to look. So you start to kind of like. Almost like do this thing where you look at their profile or you want a picture of them or you want to understand, like you want to kind of know about them. Not in a way like you're stalking them or what. You just want to kind of know
the reason. You want to know the why. Or why she.
What about her? Like, especially when like something like I don't think like it's so sad these days that people don't respect the sanctity of marriage because it's like it's kind of different, you know. Like I feel like people say these things, but it's like different when you have a boyfriend and you give one and you can let for or whatever. But I feel like when you have a husband
It's
and you have
not,
kids
yeah.
and you're trying to
I
make
feel
it
like
work
it's them things that kind of
them think they're rough
to third party scare a lot of people out of
yeah.
commitment.
Yeah, because
Definitely.
it's like when you watch, because it's like, and then especially when a man is so presenting himself. Because imagine the emotional trauma from that. A man is presenting himself on the internet talking about the standards women should have, how women should see themselves.
Yeah.
And this man is like, people are praising him for being this great man.
Or
So
for maybe helping, suppose him that help somebody through their marriage, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like he probably counseling people through marriage and all of that. And then he's out here treating you like shit. Like it's like there's a lot of emotional effects in terms of infidelity, because on top of it too, I think there's a lot of, because it's like the betrayal part comes in, you feel less than, right? You feel like you're not, you wonder, especially when you're in a good place. Yo, I don't know about you, but like if I get burned and me and you in a bad place, I kind of
Yeah.
Because you understand, because there's a rocky road.
Because if you're in a good place, it's
like,
very unexpected. You're just like, okay, but
confused.
what were the signs? What were the signs that you didn't miss then? Because if it is that you're in a rocky situation, there would have been signs, maybe.
Yeah.
Like you could have seen and be like, all right. And then people try to rationalize. No, when you see it, you look and you try to determine like why she, but then it's also kind of like, are you justifying his actions? Like
exactly.
You are, because it's like, but no, I know you be able to,
But it takes you a while to see that, and sometimes it's like you start to, because you see when a man, the emotional effects of infidelity now. First of all, you don't want friend a girl because now you're in this place where my man give a money now, so any girl will come to me and talk to me now, I'm afraid to say, my man, I talk to them.
Right. Them still start come to you as a woman.
Them still start come to me as a woman. So you're like, I don't know. So you're kind of caged off. When you start getting money now, you decide, so you're going to stay or you're going to take money.
Right.
You're caged off from people. You don't want to talk to your family members about it because you know what they're going to tell you. You don't want to tell them for them. So you're kind of caged off. On top of that too, you get so anxious. You wonder, what am I doing? What I'm doing right now? Your mind is always on like what he's doing. And I feel like no matter how we try to act like him can do what he want, me can't speak for everybody, but me, I can't manage. I'm telling you from the start of the podcast, I cannot take fun. If you get fun, I'm out. Yeah, and I'm out. Like
a cricket song.
I can't do it. Like, no. So
I didn't know that there are people who genuinely believe, because I've heard people say, like, you can't just leave your good man or marriage so because I like a one. I should choose something, marry something.
I've heard, and then let me
it is a very common phrase.
It's crazy.
It is
just
very
like
common.
I've heard people say bigger things in life than bun.
Then you wait till him.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be one of those women
you used to be?
who took it on, like took on that misogyny. Because let me tell you something. You see, my family is a long line of bun givers. Understand? Great grandfather, father, brother, cousin. Them man there, terrible. Them man they make you, them man they sick stomach. And I love the men in my family. They're great men. They're great fathers. They're great providers. Horrible husbands. Daddy, I love you. But no, horrible husbands, right? This is just me being real. My brother, horrible husband. But I think they're trying.
We hope.
But no, honestly, and it's just like, because them have me, let me tell you what them have me in my family, right? Because I tell them from my young, this is how I knew that I was like really different. So like, I'm the one, my sister just don't care. So my sister is just like, do what you want to do. If you want her friend, she'll get her friend. She don't care.
Wow, okay.
So she just don't care. Me now, them call me informer. Them call me little informer. Because you see, if you bring a wife to me, don't bring no other girl around me. Because I'm going to tell. Because I love you like cook food. I'm respecting girl code. You don't bring side chicks to me. You don't bring, no. If this is who you present as your wife, that's a person.
But then some of them in their brazen for you though. Or if you bring a side chick to your family, dog.
What do you mean? They do that all the time.
That's crazy.
They do that all the time. Like literally every every family gathering I have. Let me tell you how they know. Like my family have a thing where they're like, yeah man, informer come. Me, So them don't bring certain
Right.
so like when them go to a certain par, them not carry me because them want to carry other people.
Mhm.
So if them say, yeah man, them don't tell me because Renee have to stay home because Renee
He's going to tell.
Because let me tell you something, I'm a woman first, and I tell them that all the time.
That's fair.
So when it comes to certain things, if a girl come ask me no question, yeah,
Well, have a
yeah,
seat.
I won't volunteer information unnecessarily.
Right.
But one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna talk up to her.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna be put in a position to have to lie to somebody's face.
Yeah.
That's how I stay. So I feel like when it comes to that, because even that, they might bring around them family. They will bring this girl on them. It's like it takes you through a whole roller coaster.
Yep.
You start to mistrust yourself. You start to believe that you're not good enough.
Mhm.
You start to wonder, oh, what can I do? Where did I go wrong?
Mhm.
Like you start to go down this whole entire road
Mhm.
where it just, to me, it kind of like it make you become a different person. Because on top of it too, your friendships start to get straight because you can't tell a friend them everything what you wanna do, especially if they're with a cheating ass man. You can't tell a friend them. You can't tell them anything. Like you start to be secretive. I feel like the minute that's how I know. That's when I know a relationship is like when I have to kind of hide things from my friends. I feel like because the people that you choose in your life, you choose them for a reason. And you know that they're solid or whatever.
Yeah.
When you have to start kind of take away yourself because of a relationship, I feel like it's a red flag.
Fair.
Yeah. And I feel like when women are emotionally affected by infidelity or things that you do or man do, them have two responses. Either them become very weak and caged and whatever, like Derek Jackson wife, or them going to them Gabriel Union, solid as a rock, strong, have to prove them strength. You're embarrassed by this. What's that embarrassing, man? The man said
He's a good man, Savannah.
she could have keep him. This man, you know, the man you walk with that whole trailer load of baggage, you know. The man have a baby with a panner. The man have two picnic. He have one picnic that also turning a girl. Wait, you understand? I got to for makeup or something. He have one bag of baggage. No.
What's that?
One bag of baggage behind him. And the man I say, this is my house. And he said, and you got you tell why you tell me that? You come tell
Again, this is so much. This again red table talk.
the man embarrassed.
This again red table talk. I must say, cause like when Villa and Janetta go through, I say,
I get really one man.
me never did want to know all of that. It's too much information.
I say like a good thing, like he must say.
It's too much. Like I don't need to know the inner workings of your relationship.
No, but
that is weird.
What's crazy to me? He said it like a positive thing.
Yeah.
Like he said it and he was like, she bossed up and she was like, when we go to LA, everything is 50-50. The man said everything when it comes in data. Them sit down and split 50-50 down the middle. You're a bitch. Like what? Because to me, right, it's either if it's a partnership, no problem, you know. Me pay the school fee, you pay the you buy the grocery. You can imagine say our school fee come up and say, baby, you need to get 25. Pay the something, especially because you're rich.
Renee, we are going on a tangent.
No, I'm very upset. No, I'm very upset.
She's not. She's fine.
You're right. You are right. So that's what I feel like. I feel like they go into two modes. It's either them get really soft or them boss up in the wrong way. I don't need no man to take me out of my peace. I don't want caged. I don't want
bring me peace. No, you're supposed to bring me peace.
I don't want strong.
Be my peace.
After me and Samson. No, I don't want strong. Like, I'm not do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And then even when it comes to like your self-esteem and all of that, like you start to really become a different person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like there's
because like that emotional damage is deep, and so you're trying to repair the your perspective of yourself and other person's perspective of yourself, especially if it is that you do stay in a relationship that is filled with infidelity. You're constantly wondering like, oh God, a person probably I think say, no G and you start to wonder a lot, and then it's affect that on top of what you're thinking about yourself is affecting you, and so it's a double whammy situation where you're just like rough. The emotional damage is very deep rooted,
and then it's like because it's like a lot of I've heard men ask me like, if you get born, you gotta stay.
Why people ask you that?
And I hate when people ask me that because
don't ask me that.
Hey, we go on a date with
it's a precursor.
No, wait, not him ask me that. Like, if you get born, you gotta leave.
This is a date? Getting to know?
This was like getting to know.
Oh, child.
Right? This was like
red
third
flag,
date,
you know,
and I said,
we're
not. So I just eat the food.
Belch.
I'ma just talk. I'ma say you. will never ever see me again.
That is so crazy.
Where you check my bun
That is so crazy to me.
my bun
Why would you
tolerance?
ask somebody that?
No, anybody. That's what I said. I set my standard, you know. Basically, if you give me a bun, I'm leaving.
Sometimes you
I can't
also
say
have
if I
to.
don't, what I do, like if you doing whatever, you know, but you see the minute I find out or I get a little inkling, I'm out.
Wow. And then you know what? I also believe birds of a feather flock together.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
personally, you can't tell me that you're the best things in size spread, go to 2 shoes. I'm never a man. And every one of your
And your
friend
friend
them
them
have
is
2
dog.
girl minimum. That's crazy to me.
True.
And one of them have wife and then side chicken.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, you are just as bad.
You're probably worse.
dirty man.
No, you're probably worse. 'Cause at least your friend them know who them is.
No, you're
go on,
dirty.
yeah,
Go on.
wolf in a sheep clothing.
Yeah. No, you're dirty. Dirty, yeah. No, I can't take it serious. I can't see a man that I know say all empowered a dog and I say, yeah man, are you?
You are the chosen one.
Yeah,
You're the one.
absolutely crazy.
You know, and you know what it boils down to? The same point I always make. Us women like to think we're special.
Mm-hmm.
We love to think we, and I say we, I'm understanding to like, you trust me. Girl, Renee didn't choose you. Sometimes I feel like, shut up your back. Sometimes you have to look by yourself and say, girl, have some sense. Because you move like a yam. Yeah. Come here, I tell you. No, man, sometimes you have to strong up your back because I'm telling you, and then I think a big part of it for me too, like personally, is for me, when it comes to like getting over it or moving forward, I think you have to kind of step back a bit. Because I don't know, everybody's process is different, but for me, we have to step back. And one thing I've decided in my life at this point, because let me tell you, one of the most powerful prayer you can ever pray. Repeat after me. Lord, if this man is not for me,
if this man is not for me,
show me. I promise you, if God not answer no prayer, he answers that one with the quickness. We just choose to ignore it.
We do sometimes.
No man, I have a testimony and I want to hear my testimony.
Go ahead. Is that you want a testimony?
Yes,
okay.
Let me testify.
Testimony. I was about to say the wrong word. Go ahead.
So I broke up with somebody, right? Got back with them. My birthday was coming up and I had a whole birthday trip planned and they were coming and you were there. Friend.
I was.
You were. And 3 days before now, my friend from church, right? Because that money I derailed my off of my part with God, you know? And I say, no, when somebody's not for you either. When they start to derail you from the things that you're trying to do and you know that are positive in your life, that's also a signal.
Okay.
So I remember like a friend of mine from church who never knows Serene of man. Like at the time, she's my friend, but we really connect through church and like God and all of that. And she said to me, Ren, she said, I don't know why, but you've been in my spirit for like the last couple of days. And it's like, she said, well, when me and forget me, just remember. She's like, God said to tell you, let me choose. She said, I don't know why, blah, 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 blah. Like it was very, and she's not that type of person.
Right.
I know one of them people that way I don't say every morning I wake up to a WhatsApp prophecy. I know them people there. She not do them something there, right? So I say, God, but me choose him. So you have to work with what me choose.
Oh, you know, say him shut up.
Huh? That is no. That was the only choice in my life because I was deciding if should this person come. I was really on the fence of like if I should even do this. Right? I was really on the fence, man. Yeah, man. And I said, God, the prayer. I said, God, show me this person is up for me. I prayed the prayer in the morning. By 12 o'clock midday, I get that call there. But guess what? You were on the trip and you saw who was there. But sometimes, yeah, man, we don't listen because I said all of that to say that we like to think we're special.
We do.
And I think
but let the people know that was not infidelity, please.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, it wasn't infidelity. Sorry.
Because you say the people them think she's there with a cheating man.
Oh no.
That's not people.
No, he was just not meant for me. That's the point. I'm just you know what I said it was on the
You said it was a testimony. Testimony testified. Damn it.
Well, after that.
It's been a long week.
Oh God. Anyways, so how do you heal, right? I said prayer. I did reach a healing. You still there? Cheating. Me did reach a healing. My point is,
no, you never know
when
healing.
that healing, listen to God. My first step is
Okay.
prayer. Yes, I said the first step for me is
I
prayer and
think-
finding out if this person is for you.
I also think that speaking to a professional is also great.
Oh, therapy,
Right.
beautiful thing.
It's also
Beautiful
good.
thing.
It really is good for trauma. It's good for just growth. It's good
Sometimes I
for
don't want to tell
everything.
people around you everything while going your business. Sometimes I
sorry,
need that.
Jesus.
I call therapy my safe space.
It is a safe space. It's a
And it's like-
it's just your. It's also your
Yeah.
non-judgmental space. Because that's funny. As sometimes there's people that say, "No, I'm not judge a girl." Them a judge you.
Them a judge you.
No,
Like, why you
honest.
do that?
Them a judge you though.
Because even if they love you, like you love them the most, and like think about you as a person. Sometimes your friend tell you some things that you're like, even though you love them and you're not gonna say it to anybody, in your head you're like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes you have to take yourself out of it. Like as great as a person you are, so you have your preconceived notions. Like these people are trained to handle your
Yes.
trauma.
Yes.
So I think, and don't,
And give you unbiased
yeah,
advice.
yeah, and don't push it under the rug. Don't act like it never happened. Oh God, the man can't hurt me.
No, you know you did back a couple weeks time. Stop it, man.
Yeah, man. You
It's
know,
okay,
say,
and it's okay. All the man
you know,
them
say
too.
your
And
favorite jeans stop
you know,
fit
so
you.
stop.
You know, say you kind of
Sometimes it might be too big.
You know, say you lose like a weight, or you start eating off. You know.
But you know, so why would also how you know we've spoken from a very, very female perspective?
That's true.
I'd
Yeah.
love to understand. This is a pause on the healing part, but it will be very interesting. Comment below, guys, or Instagram. Comment on Instagram. How do you deal with infidelity in a relationship? Because some men stay too.
True.
Some men stay. Some men cannot pass it.
I think man only stay when nobody don't know. That me think.
Let me see.
Yeah. But think they want to stay when
Probably.
nobody don't know.
Like,
I
yeah.
don't know, no man, I publicly get one and stay. Like, he
She would have killed them.
And it depends on the man too. Can you see if they deem the man as less than them?
Mm-hmm.
Or them say, yo. you
Like
know?
well, we are always the prize, but it's like she had a prize.
Or like if you deem the man as like, it's funny, right? Because women have alternate reactions. So it's like, if the man, it have to be with a man, to me, if you give money, it have to be a man with equal to him, in a sense. Because if it's a man better than him, it
That
feel
nigga,
worse.
yeah, man.
If it's a man less than him,
Yeah, I
feel like
call
you're
it-
styling.
I call him broke.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
a man will have money.
I feel like you're styling.
Yeah, man.
But with women, it's like, if I feel like it's the same. If you feel like a girl is less than you,
Yeah.
you're like, what?
Oh, also, yeah.
You're like, what?
This I don't think you're like,
Yeah, you're like,
crazy.
that's crazy. And then if it's like she's better than you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
You like
some
it,
extent,
yeah. You're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
But like, if you want to get one with like a Beyonce or something, just for argument's sake, you're gonna be like, oh wow.
In healing, you need prayer. You could journal. How you feel journaling is good. In my darkest hours, I've journaled.
Yeah, man.
Speaking to a professional, and just
I
growing,
feel like time
evolving.
too.
Yes,
I feel like
time.
it's so cliche.
Time
but I
does
feel
not
like
heal.
time,
You know
it just
that.
makes it get better. It just
Thank
makes it
you. It's
easier.
the coping.
It's a coping. So I feel
Time
like
does not heal a
time.
Rasta judge. I mean, I don't lie how wicked about time.
No, honestly, it
The
just
pain
makes
just get less.
it just makes every day is like you can't. It's like you decide that you can't do a long time.
And also, we want to be clear that healing is not linear.
Yeah.
It is so not. So one
I
day you
feel
feel like
like-
you've reached a point, and the next day you could have
I
breakdown
feel
on
like
day one.
talking to people, like even now, like sometimes, like, because I don't know, but I've had an experience with a friend where like I was getting over a breakup, and she was like I think I broke up like 3 months ago. She was like, "It's this month. You still not talk about this?" And
That's
it's like,
crazy.
damn, girl.
Yeah, cold like ice.
It's
Not
tricky.
nice.
So it was like I feel like sometimes
Some
too,
people don't understand that
people
it's
don't
not
understand
linear.
that it's not linear.
They don't know also possibly the impact
Yeah.
because they have not experienced
Especially
it
when
themselves.
everybody receives emotions differently.
Differently.
Me, emotional, but
And there's
me,
nothing wrong with
I
that.
feel
I think we
everything.
have negatively associated the word emotional.
That's so true.
Like I said this the other day, I was just like, why do we say someone is emotional and it's always using a negative light?
Negative
Do you know that
way.
emotions
Yeah.
aren't always negative?
Yeah.
Because you can be emotional
No emotion is
for
actually
a good
negative.
thing.
No emotion is actually negative because you can't control how you feel. You control how you
And I
react to
feel
the
like
emotion.
it's the word emotional is so weaponizing.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're being so emotional.
Yeah, it's very negative.
So sorry for feeling the way I feel because
Yes,
you possibly hurt my feelings.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We need to move away from that, please. Jesus. But my brother never vocabulary, my goddamn it.
Sure. I still can't believe Gabriel Union though. I'm just sorry, Mr.
You know, she's alright, so don't know her mansion. Pay with that penny right now.
I pay 50% of the
I don't give a damn.
No,
She know her mansion.
she get a new
She comfortable.
she get a new movie every year because I heard the man say
More much perfect
she's a
fine
working
next week.
actress.
She is a working actress.
Wow.
How much work she gets is a question. But she works.
Hallelujah. Anyways, jumping right into this week's listener question.
Listener letters.
How to deal with a mama's boy?
Don't.
Left him.
The end. Why will I this?
No, man, sir. No.
All right, there's
She
levels
said
to
that
this.
was story, but that's basically what she was asking.
Anyways, there's levels to this. There's levels of mama's boy, by the way. There's degrees, and you have to assess what level it is at. Because I feel like there's possibly like 3 stages. I'm making this up as I go, but go along. Come on a journey with me.
I'm here.
Level 1 is like you're close.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother has significant impact. You've appreciated her, but she's not on this. You don't put her above whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You also like she's on a level where she know your relationship, but you're not go to her every minute and I say, yo, mom, let me do that. Right. So that's level 1. Level 2 is just like your mother is, very much involved in your life. You do go to her for a lot of advice. She's very much involved in your everyday life. You call her every day, at some point. Check on her, she check on you. She's probably your favorite. She give you things still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Level 3 is like your mother wants to be your girl, where nobody's good enough because her son is also her man, because she's been a single mother and she's raised you, and she's also used you to fill that gap of a man. Right? Those are dangerous. You do not do the level 3. And you say that you run the next opposite side. Because that mother will torment you. She will do anything possible to ensure you miserable. You do not. And once she knows so you all can provide the things where she not supposed to be able to at this point. Maybe I possibly hoping you're not out. Yeah, man, she not going to the relationship prosper. You cook? Wow, that's crazy. No, man, if you still a cook for him, clean also for him. No, man, I miss if you do that. You're crazy. No, she said that you're kind of going to be like number 1 in his life. Worse if you have like a family now, and you have to all share the funds now, or if him take care of her financially and you split the funds now with she, and then something that is a problem. You are not going to stay. No one will stay in that relationship because that man is married to his mom.
Facts. No, everything he said hit the nail on the head.
Sometimes when a man say, say you remind me of your mother, what kind of look back to him and say, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I'm going to explain for 24 mask. I need to understand. Like, what exactly you mean to understand? Like, there's things, you can be like, oh, you remember your mother, that. But it's just like, you remember my mother. I have to kind of side eye a little bit because I have to assess now at that time, what level are we at? Because don't get me wrong, a mama's boy is nice. So it's good. Because you also see if a man treats his woman, his mother good, it's also, I think, somewhat indicative of how he would have his wife on a pedestal and his family one day. And you don't want a man that don't love his mother because that man does not like women overall. And
I think it's the level. I think it's the level for me. So like, it's kind of hard, right? Because you don't just meet somebody's family off the bat. But let me tell you, because sometimes, there's a difference between a mama's boy and a man that has like an overbearing mom to me. Because like, if you're a mama's boy, you allow her overbearing behavior. If you're a man that has a problematic mother, I think I can work with you because you stand up for me. Alexa, I was up right now. Sorry. But you stand up for me and you make sure that I'm good. You make sure that my voice is heard. You make sure that I'm respected in my home. You stand up for me. So I feel like that once that boundary is there, or you can establish that boundary and I don't have to, then it's fine. I feel like whenever I have to step out of myself and like
defend myself
in a sense, and
crazy.
It's like, I don't do that with my
I also
family.
don't want to have to ever put you in a position where you have to choose between me and your mother.
Exactly. I never want a man in that position where he has to choose between me and his mom.
That's wild to me.
So it's like, every ex I've had, their family loves me. So I honestly can't relate to this topic because it's like.
But you never said the man love the people them love her.
No, but yeah, I can't relate to all of my man them or my ex man them mother have been like It's not like a lot. So it's like they've been decent people. Like,
because I've seen mama's
but
boys.
then it's different it's different in it because at the time, like none of them were ever like close to marriage or anything like that. It was just like I was his girlfriend or whatever. But I feel like when you're at that level of marriage, it's different and all of that. And I think that I think a real man or woman knows that like once your son reaches a certain age, he needs to. You should have raised him to focus on his family and let him to go out and all of that. Like I get it. Like so, and then my dad is not like that. You know, some fathers are like, my daughter can't do this.
Right.
I don't have that type of dynamic. I don't have an overbearing parent. Like I don't have that. So I can't really relate to that. So I don't think I would ever put myself in a position to deal with that.
I'm dating mama's boys. No, I mean level 1 because again. You just
what I can't take to is, as you said, level 2 where them telling things.
No, yeah, that's absolutely not. Don't tell anybody anything about me.
Calling your mom and talking about her relationship.
No,
that's like.
Call.
But I can't say that. Come and tell to my
call one hotline for the radio instead. Don't call
no, you know it's funny. I can't say that because I talk to my father about my relationships.
I mean, fair, I guess, but it's like I think for mothers it's a very different thing because when it comes,
that's not fair.
No, because it's started to get. Remember, said that. I feel like mother and son relationships are a little more it has potential to be a little more disastrous.
I feel like no, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's what the context of what you share. Because for example, I'll talk to my father about a situation where it's like I'm not gonna talk to him about something. I'm not just gonna tell him something you do. So like if I'm with somebody, I'm not just gonna call daddy and be like, Daddy, you know, he did this, he did that.
You ask him you ask him for advice.
So like I'll be like, you know, this situation is going on. How do you think I should handle it? So I only go to him when I'm kind of unclear on how to handle things. But I feel like when you're just calling and like suing with your mother and telling her about things that may I do and acting like whatever, like I can't deal with that.
But then there's also the women who they get really close to the partner's moms too, where they start to share stuff about the relationship outside of the man to the mother too, which I also think still is a little disrespectful. Yeah, that's a little disrespectful. You can't. The boundary is there. There was one time though I dated. I think this was it was looking like level 2 ish. You know, at the time I was young, you know. When I say, me and this boy and so, I'm gonna say, oh, the woman I like she not like me. I'm gonna say, me this never experienced it before. They crazy. Like what? Like how you do like? Yeah. Like what you mean? What me do? Good awesome woman. A girl, young lady at the time, because I was younger, guys. And, you know, see the potential, you know, go to school, do work and so. Like, what do you mean? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Yeah. And it was just like, the more I spoke with her and whatever, it was kind of like a little, like a snobbish, it was kind of like I'm not good enough. But then I got to find out her background and I was just like,
oh, so it was like, one never say come see, and she's like, wow, you're not good enough for my son, you don't have the right name, the right title.
But it's not that, because...
Oh, those are afraid of...
She never come from money.
I dated somebody once
so it's like,
kind of made me feel that way. So
right, but you came up, you found a man that had it. No, you never come from much. Like, you find a man here, whatever. But me, you know,
she never come from much.
She didn't, but I don't think I came from a lot, but I came from something. So I don't know if it's because you're thinking that maybe I have it too easy now. I don't know what the thinking was.
You know what's crazy? A lot of these people, especially those moms, it's so funny to me because it's like, who do you think your son is?
That me upset.
It's always like
this man isn't.
You know what's crazy?
You know what's crazy about
all these situations? Come and no, you never look the man, and the man look you. So
but for me, I also didn't understand what you got from me, the vibe that you got from me.
That make you say,
you know, so she not deserving of him. What could me? I'm a wholesome young lady. Why would you not think so? I'm deserving of same. It was a little strange to me.
Yeah,
it's very strange. But I try not to rationalize because sometimes people are very rational. But I don't know. It was I
don't know. Dealing with her mama's boy is difficult because I feel like personally I reach a point in my life where I'm not take stress. Like I feel like everybody comes with something, but I think that once the boundaries are, if they can, because if their mother is, I think there's a difference, as I said, between a mama's boy and a boy who and somebody who has a problematic mother. Like if he's setting the boundary and he's standing up for you and doing that, then it's fine. But I think once they're like, if he's allowing his mother, his family to disrespect you,
yeah, man, that's where you draw the line. No, wow, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think you should. I personally prefer. I choose my comfort over everything in this
Yeah.
life. So I feel like if something is making you uncomfortable in a space where you should find peace, I would advise for you to leave.
Because I've also never been in a situation where I'm dating somebody and their family is against me, and I can't imagine how that feels.
Yeah.
Because either a person, like from either parties, male or female, because that is really a big strain.
It is.
Like imagine you're happy in this relationship, but outside of that, everything is a mess because your family is 100% against this relationship wholeheartedly. That is rough.
Rough, bad.
Rough, you know? Me not wish upon nobody. God no. Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
But what was I gonna say? Me no want to be Christian, and I fight like how she fights. Think their mother.
Blueface mother. Even them
That's crazy.
That's crazy to me. I'm not fighting no man. First of all, I'm not even argue with you. Argue with my mother. I'm gonna look for you crazy. Come here.
First of all, why should I make
I'm gonna say, ma'am.
Or what?
I never argue with people. Like, I feel like if somebody try to argue with me, I look for you like, especially at this big age, like,
move, man.
There's a shoe. Like, we're not arguing with nobody. So, yeah, no, I for sure, I'm not doing that. So I think that's my take on it. But yes, that we come to the end of another episode. We will see you next week. Bye.